Si ile ya kuonja onja.
94 uko 9 years ama 10 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
Ai, kwani watu waanza hiki tu mapema aje?
So hapo sasa ndio unaanza kuintroduce wa stories za mafegi. Ndom hivi kiasi.
So
class 5. Now that became my graph.
That's your graph.
Yeah. Kandom tei na watu kwa tunakaa bila.
Na maanisha pia ushajua mambo ya mademu.
Interestingly enough, that is the least
of your time.
That is the least of my vices throughout my life. Mi story ya madem by the way hata ijawahi ni bother.
Karibu sana kwa hii show, The Mindful Sip, Memory Lane ndiyo huko tunapiga ka trip. Stories zingine ziko shallow na zingine ni deep. So keti chini we relax, this is The Mindful Sip. The Mindful Sip. Ya karibuni tena. It's your boy Peter Bumba, karibu kwa kipindi ukipendacho cha Mindful Sip. Another day, another guest, another great new show. Leo niko na ujamani best yangu sana, nimeupiga stories sana. Msishangae ikienda time kidogo, lakini uzuri hapa we have all the time to listen to these stories. Na right about now
Yeah man.
Karibu sana Mr. DjCj.
Yeah.
Hey. DjCj.
Jina inasumbua watu lakini unajua watu walikuwa wamezoea DjCk.
Yes, bas.
Yeah, so
marehemu DjCk.
Yeah, tuna understand.
Rest in peace, yeah man. So you're a DJ?
Yes, I'm a DJ.
Introduce take it from the top.
Vile tunawasalimianga kama kawaida. Woza bana rada hiyo. Mimi naitwa DjCj. I'm a radio presenter at Power Radio. I host a hip hop show called
so iko tu sawa.
Yeah, no, there's one thing that I never apologize for. Is my African tongue.
Yes.
Mimi nilelewa Ushago, bro.
Nice.
And you can never pickpocket a naked man.
You cannot shame the shameless.
Exactly.
So
I'm a DJ. I'm a radio presenter.
Yeah, man.
I'm a marketer by profession. I'm a farmer. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a brother.
Okay.
Yes, I'm uncle to many.
You're a farmer too.
Yes, I'm a farmer.
Budo kuna umeshikanisha vitu nyingi. Yaani DJ mkulima, mbona ukujita DJ? DJ mkulima. Okay.
You know, the funny thing is how I came to that conclusion ya DjCj. Hapo katikati nimejiita majina mingi, hata zingine sikumpangi.
Tuchapie mbili tu.
Kuna Wamusi, I even have a Facebook account on that. Kuna Wamusi, Chris. Zimekuwa mingi.
But Chris is your name now.
Yeah, Chris is my name. So my late elder brother is so we always make this joke. In our family, tuko wasita. Kids.
Yeah.
And for some reason, born of two teachers, I think they had a lot of time on their hands to look for names.
Both your parents are teachers?
Yeah. So all our names are CMM. Like all our friends call us the C family. Yeah, so the last three are all Chris's. There's Christian, and Christopher. And I happen to be the last one. So me and my bro were so alike, like resemblance. And the easiest way for people to separate us is so ukitana Chris, kila mtu anaitika. Kitana Mavindu, kila mtu anaitika because it's the surname.
Yeah.
Mi waseo kaanza kunita Junior. So CJ is Chris Junior.
Chris Junior.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But after hapo kwa parents, they had a lot of time. Walimu.
On the other hand, Ushago, many people know my dad, Charles. So
PNC.
Yeah, PNC. No, they had a lot of time on their hands. So Ushago, sasa the guys who know my dad more, they call me Charles Jr. So another CJ.
Another CJ.
Yeah, so kind of cemented.
So hiyo nini imekuwa ikikufuata tunaika twende nalo.
Nice. So by the time I'm deciding now to become a DJ.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa tu like okay, so this one will be the easiest.
Okay.
Ikakuwa tu hivyo.
And you're a DJ also. You work at Power Radio. Power PAWA.
Yes, Power. Yeah, Power Radio.
Okay.
Power Radio is an establishment, and Power 254. Power 254 is
the movement. The Power 254.
Yes, it's an establishment that deals with artists.
Okay.
Our mandate is to support art and activism, using art as a way to push for social change.
Nice.
Yes, so that is our mandate as a bigger, the larger organization. And then now for radio specifically, we still use. If you listen to our show, you will notice that
I listen to your show, by
most of our songs are towards governance.
Yeah.
Basically, what is going on in our country.
And do you guys play only local music?
100%.
100% local. Wow.
Yeah,
man.
me, I keep on commenting.
That's commendable.
On people.
I
keep on commenting on people's socials, telling them, you know what?
Leteni ngoma zenyu.
Munashindia huko kwenda kungangana huko.
Pia nini ngoma zenyu? You know, times have changed. Unajua kitambo banakuwa na mtu akucheza hizi ngoma nini.
I know, man. I know. And
that's very common. Kupata mtu anacheza ngoma za Kenya 100%.
Now, can I make it more interesting?
Yes, please.
We do hip hop 100%.
Also hip hop.
Just hip hop. Our program is hip hop only. And the funny thing, before we began our show around sometime almost kama hii last year, around March. Okay. Tulianza Power Radio officially.
Okay.
And when we were beginning, I was like, "Ay, manze, hip hop, man. Si tutaka ukiwa na ngoma." Then we just told guys to tupatieni ngoma. I can say we have never run out of music.
Kuna hip hop mob hivi Kenya.
We have never run out of albums. We review a new album every week. So we review an album.
Wow.
Every week sisi cheza ngoma mpya na hatujawahi run out.
Which tells you another thing about now Kenyan artists. Watu wako studio wakichapa job sana, si ndio?
Watu wanachapa job, the only frustration is and then what? People don't have that avenue.
Yes.
And because as Power we identified that as a gap. We say because you'd see Power warudishe tu nyuma kidogo.
Turudishe nyuma bro.
Turudishe nyuma kaka. Ilikuwa founded na Boniface Mwangi.
Boni.
And this was after the 207 post-elections violence, where he was a photographer of what was going on.
Kuna history pia na Boni, picha yetu ya kwanza kama group. Group Bumba Clan, ile group yetu ya kitambo.
Yes.
Boni ndo alitupiga na kumat lifestyle kitambo. So I knew him from there.
Yes. So now,
207.
Yes. So after that, because of what he saw, he wanted people to understand the effect of bad politicking. And the only way to bring that to people's psychology and eyes was through pictures.
Yes.
So he organized an exhibition.
Yes.
To just show the pictures of what happened. And that now became the origin of Power 254.
Power 254.
Worked with Giuliani, worked with Sarabi.
And I've read also his book Unbounded.
Yes,
and very nice.
And
Sarabi also. Sarabi walienda wapi?
Sarabi are back, man. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. They have a song. There's a new song that came out just late last week.
Pia wao wase activism sana.
Yes.
Giuliani inajulikana.
Yeah, so
hapo ndo Power 254 sasa ikaendelea.
Through the years Power 254 ilikuwa imesupport art for a very long time. Hata wasi wakitaka kupiga album launch. Like I remember there used to be times.
They had a space somewhere.
Yes, they had a space pale karibu na Ethiopian embassy. There was a time like Power ungepata events almost daily. So huku kuna ya art, huku kuna ya poetry, huku kuna spoken word, kuna wengine wana host ya muziki. But beyond Corona,
mambo ikabadilika.
Time ya Corona, funding goes away, art ikaenda chini, wakafunga. So now they had to kuanza kurudi tena. So we got lucky that in that comeback of theirs now is they are now coming back. There was a proposal to have radio. And you know Elijah Moz.
How your co-host?
Yes, my co-host.
Elijah Moz, rapper hatari sana.
Yeah, so because part of their programming, they wanted a hip hop show, and they wanted someone who had the deep knowledge
of hip hop and
so they happened to call Elijah Moz. That time I was also looking for a job, and a lot of negotiations in between.
Nice.
I wasn't supposed to be on that show. I was an accident, but a good one.
And how's the accident been so far?
The best miracle.
Accident iko tu sawa.
Yeah, that's
you guys look like you've worked together with Elijah Moz for years, yani. Mnakani kama your chemistry.
We have such a long history. And our history starts more interestingly with our mothers. Our mothers went to the same school. Machakos Girls.
Makji.
Yeah. So then unknowingly, we were in the same primary school, but we didn't know each other. Machakos Township. That was in class 1, class 2. So for me, when I was in class 2, halfway, I was now taken to Shags. So yes, we were in the so we were in the same school, but hatukuwa tunajuana. Then we now meet in Makueni Boys in 2000. In 2000 now Form 1. So Form 1 to Form 4, nile tulikuwa zile salamu za hi. Alikuwa nipendi, alikuwa dhani mimi ni babi.
Only Machakos Township ukaenda Ocha.
Mimi nikaenda Ocha.
Lakini anaona wewe ni babi.
Sasa mimi na mama mimi ni babi. But around Form 4, we start converging at kidogo unapata muziki. Then after Form 4, there's another friend of mine, ours, that we were very close with, called DjCj. DjCj's brother was a producer. Is a producer, not was. Still a producer. This guy called, I don't know whether you ever came across this guy called Blackman. Blackman was the guy who did Pia Me Would Cry for Christ. He did most of the beats kwa hiyo album ya nini? Juliani.
Okay.
And he did, you remember this artist Esther?
Yeah.
You remember
Esther
Njao? Yes, the CTA guy.
He
Blackman did the full album for Esther.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's a dope
he's a dope
producer. So that time they were staying in Daystar. And I remember very well, I think your time ndio tuko Fruity Loops 1 or 2 3 thereabout. So tunaenda kwa kina DjCj manze tunasikiza beats. Then by the way, very interesting story. Hiyo time so tumemaliza saa ni aka kama kumaliza Form 4 so tu mashughuli hapa. So mimi naenda nikiwa ushago na kuja na maembe. Either kuna maembe ama kuna mboga. Tunakaa tunauza macha.
Nilisahau kwamba unikamia na maembe leo. Nasikia ziko season.
Utaget tu kuna kitu inapangwa. So tunakaa macha. So your time sasa the mom to Moz was my client. Nilikuwa nampelekea maembe. Then ndio tunakuja kujuana kwa zile za wewe acha wewe. Si madhako tulisoma na yeye in fact. Time mlikuwa mnaishi hapa Machakos College, zile papai nyinyi pia mlikuwa mnaniletea. I'm like yeah, so we are talking of Nauko 91, 92. Yeah, so tukajuana mother ya Mose. And now we begin like that.
The friendship.
Yeah, then now I'm bringing Fruity Loops to him. Another friend of ours who was doing communication at Maseno called Mugambi has a computer. To install Fruity Loops, and then we made the first studio in Macha. But before then, just after 4th, tulikuwa tumekujanga the first studio that Moz ever came to. I remember we went to somewhere in Boroboro. Pale SOS na hapo hiyo. Hapo ka area. Yeah, so along the years I paid for his first studio. We've been in that struggle pamoja.
So mambo ya DJ ulianza after high school pia? Ama
No.
Ulikuwa producer, ulikuwa music producer first.
DJing is more even interesting, I think. My DJing originates from around 3 years, 4 years.
Oh.
There's a time we used to, from 88 thereabout, my dad was transferred to Kisii Teachers College. And that's a very long journey. Kutoka Ukambani and
kwenda Kisii.
Barabara hazikuanga as good as they are today. And so it was always mzee in the back seat, me and the driver hapa mbele. Sasa ni kucheza na ngoma sasa.
Ngoma ya gari.
So yeah, so hapo tunasikiza kina Kakai Kilonzo, kina Les Wanyika, we are listening to the Yvonne Chakachakas.
Yes.
Who was
Bonnie
M's was there.
Bonnie M, Christmas.
Then yeah, manze kina hawa jamaa wa South Africa, kina
Phil
Chico
Collins.
Chico.
I
need some money.
I need some money. Shalamwana.
Yeah, and that is what now built that kind of music crate.
Yeah.
Then from there, then I'm the last born of a family of wase wakubwa.
Okay.
Then so tunarudi hivi macha, my bros are in high school. So in high school unajua hiyo time sasa uko na supply ya tapes throughout, because your exposure to music that time is music time.
Music time ya KBC.
Yeah, KBC TV, and kutoka hapo sasa CTV liko nafunguliwa 4. So you are only interacting with entertainment.
Yes.
The rest of the day you are on radio.
Yeah. Mtukufu rais.
Yeah, so it built up like that.
Okay.
Then in Primo now when I went to Shags from around class 6.
Okay.
Kuna hizi the version of Disco Matanga in Ukambani is called Kamandiko.
Kamandiko.
Yes. But that setup haikuangi ya matanga peke yake. Unaweza kuwa like kuna Rora show itakuwa. Mtoi amezaliwa itakuwa. So in those we used to walk 9 kilometers one way, 9 kilometers coming back to just go buy tapes
for the Kamandiko.
Yeah. Because we were the hottest guys who had the latest music anytime. Man, we are kids.
Buda umetoka faa.
We are kids and we are controlling.
Yani saa hizi ulikuwa unatembea 90 kilometers kwenda
9 kilometers.
Oh 9 at 90. Sorry 90 wezi 9.
Yeah.
Wendo nini mziki na
kubai
matape mrudi tena
ndio sasa tukikam the next sato.
So probably you grew up a very popular kid hapo mtaani.
Yeah, kinda. Okay, we are unajua in the old Ushago setup.
Yeah.
The most stable families were mostly teachers.
Yes.
Because teachers had a lot of at least
civil servants at least
had a payslip.
Alikuwa na payslip angalau.
Yeah.
It wasn't that good but at least ako stable.
By the way, like I look at it right now, I say, kitambo, people would look at us like wadosi, but now our experience was like, man, we are poor. Because now we are also interacting with our friends from this other side of town. Unapata maranch. But anyway,
hizo siku ilikuwa nini? Mwalimu alikuwa na respectiwa sana. Nakumbuka yani hata kwa hizo social gatherings unasikia after mtu amesema wacha mwalimu atumalizie.
Lazima.
Mwalimu ndo lazima. Mwalimu unasemaje? And the opinion really mattered.
Exactly. Yeah. So by so doing I grew up kind of popular. I think.
And you had big brothers probably. Walikuwa cool pia, you know, wanajulikana okay.
And wow.
So you know mkakuja after some time.
And that meant that I also got exposed to alcohol very early.
Yes, I was going there to the sip.
Because my first exposure to just seeing like guys consuming was my grandfather, and that was 89. And
89, you were young.
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Okay.
So I'm saying my grandfather, he always had his 3 liter of radish and 3 liter of uji.
You call it kalovo?
Kalovo, yes.
Yeah.
And
uji?
Yeah.
Kwa chesa?
Huyo mzee hajawahi kunywa maji. Ati maji ya kunywa? Ukisikia kiwa alikuwa anakunywaga uji, bro. Alikuwa kaka mzee kamoja kakichwa ngumu.
Yes, just yeah.
And then there's
alikuwa na body sana ama?
Na short guy, kastoki kidogo.
Anakunywa uji badala ya maji.
Lakini mwili tu lean. And he always believed in walking. Kumuingiza kwa gari mlikuwa mnapigana kidogo.
Apendi mambo ya gari.
He had a soft spot for my mom. Okay. So huo ndo angemuingiza box haraka ingie. Yeah, so
that was like the
exposure to it. Hiyo naweza onja tu inoja nile tu utoi. He passed on in 1990. And around, I think for me sasa kuanza vizuri sasa ni hapa around 93, because I went to
kuanza vizuri alcohol ama
not 93 94
kuanza vizuri.
Yeah,
hiyo ni kuanza vibaya.
No, si nasema ile kuanza sasa ile continuous sasa. Si ile ya kuanza onja
94 uko 9 years ama 10 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
Ai, kwa nini watu waanze kitu mapema aje?
For me,
ama ni rural setup iko different from town setup?
It's not even rural. I don't think it's even rural. I think it's more to do with me. You as a person. Yeah.
Hapana. Unajijua uko nini?
I'm a rules person. I don't like rules. From
you go against the norm.
Yeah.
Bona hii kitu inasemwa ni acha nione.
Yeah. Because how I started is that mzee over his career amefunza wasee wengi sana wa jeshi.
Yeah.
So anytime they would come to visit him,
Kamgazi,
wanamletea mzinga. Mzee doesn't drink. Now you see the funny thing. So because he doesn't drink, he stores in his wardrobe. Ndio ile siku atakuwa na bash, mabeshe zake wakuje wakonywe.
Afurahi uko na watu wakinini hapo.
Sasa kwa hiyo mix sasa na sisi sasa now I'm the smallest. I was cheeky enough to know how to penetrate through the window. Tunaenda tunaipunguza, tunaijaza tena maji.
Kwa hivyo hiyo story watu usamanga na kuangania ukweli. Kwanga ati ni
si uongo. Me by the way, that is my genesis.
Unanini kidogo and then you know he won't know because he doesn't drink.
Yes. Ni ile siku sasa, actually ni siku moja tu, na hiyo sasa nilikuwa tumeifanya over 2 years. Ndio anakuja kurealize, mbona hii chupa niliataka ikiwa na pombe, mbona iko empty? Sasa nile mshazoea mpaka sasa mnajua hata angalia. Naziatanga sasa zikiwa empty. Yeah, so there's that, and then a little bit of access.
I'm gonna confidence. Mnaiacha simchukue mwende na au mnaiacha hapo.
Si anaonanga kama zimejaa. Akiona space sasa ndio noma. Alafu unajua ni wale walimu wa kitambo bro walikonga military. Yeah, so that was my genesis with it, and
you started and ukaendelea.
That is 94, and 94 there about I was in class 3, I remember. Hiyo time kuna ka access, our neighbor just down hapo wako na brew, traditional brew.
But that is crazy. You're in class 3. I'm trying to comprehend, but najaribu kuelewa. Class 3 mimi nilikuwa najifunza ABCD. Okay, class 3 tulikuwa tunajua hizo. But class 3 shida zetu zilikuwa za nani, first body ile kupigana shule.
I think one of the problems I might have suffered was that I was a loner
when you were growing up.
Yeah. Because and I wasn't a loner by choice per se, it was more of the setup.
Ama ni pia
being the last born.
Ndio nilikuwa nataka kusema ni last born.
Bila nilikaa sana mzae, nilikuwa nakaa mimi na mzae na houseboy full stop. Mabro wako mashule, ushago zingine, wengine wako high school. So ni maboda. Then mother na yeye alikuwa amesema yeye atoki ushago because she was also working there, and now also taking care of the farm.
So you would move with your dad kwenye amepelekwa interview,
so transfer.
Uko naye.
So by so doing, me I didn't grow around kids.
Okay.
I didn't have
ulianza kuwa mkubwa tu. Nini environment.
Yeah, and at the same time, it also messed up my capability to keep friendships. You know, kitambo hakukuwa na simu.
Unaona ni kama wase age mates wako wako na utoto.
Not hata si hivyo. Look at it this way. 88 to 90 kwa Kisii. You just now like hiyo time sasa unaelewa what is the value of friendships. Then you are uprooted there, you're taken to Macha. New environment.
Yes.
Wale wa friends ulikuwa nao hapa, delete. Go make new ones.
Yes.
Macha, delete tena. Go to Shags, go and make new ones. So by so doing, I think it's also kind of affected me on that side. Kwa gana hiyo ya
But how
I
come
make friends very easily.
but how come right now you're very social? See come when did the nini happen? Ama imekuwa happen drastically too?
Ni hiyo sasa ya kufika place ya ku realize you also now like over time come to realize, oh wait, no, I'm not supposed to be living like this. Because me, like, by the way, it was very easy for me to, I have friends here.
Yeah.
I get a transfer or I move to a new job. Delete this one.
Hata unatoa namba zao na
hata si deleting numbers zinakaanga tu hapo, lakini I'll not be the one to call you. Ukinipigia me, I'll be available. But now it's about being intentional. From hii kuchovya kidogo, by 94 sasa niko na access. Karatish kalugo naweza pata hapa kule. And one thing about Shags is that because of our setup, it's a farm. We always have like hapa kule wezi kosa to do. Either umeuza maembe, and for us it was
wezi kosa do Shags ukijua lakini kumanuva.
Let me put it this way. In our farm, in our home, si rahisi ukose do. Even today if you go there, yani kitu tu utakosa kitu ya kutengeneza nao kama tu unachangamka, that is.
Kama unachangamka usikome vivu.
Juu either unaenda unatoa kichangarawe, hiyo ni do. Muuza maembe ni do, muuza machungwa ni do, muuza maziwa kuna msee anataka hapa kule huwezi kosa. And because of that and also this popularity that I'm growing around, nilikuwa na access. And for us it was more of just fun. I think it didn't affect my studies much because for me
when would you take this nini saa ingine hiyo uende uchukue mzinga ya mzae, hiyo ilikuwa pengine weekends?
Weekend ni wewe kuna kitu kinaitangwa hivyo.
Anytime,
you never know when the craving may strike.
bro you're less than 10 years uko na craving gani
bro? Mpaka tushaenda shule tukiwa maji bro.
Uko less than 10 years uko na craving. Okay, but if it was happening, it means it happens a lot also.
Nika kwa curiosity.
Sio wewe peke yako.
Alafu unajua ni ile
this is crazy man.
Kuchochana tu. Mko watu hii kuchochana.
Alafu pia kuna wase pia hiyo age group pia mko nao pia.
Yeah, I had my buddies.
Your crew.
I had my crew hapo. Then around class 5, I was taken to boarding. Hey, huku mna restrict watu.
Na uko shazoea hapa.
Ban. Bro nitembeanga 11 hours mguu. Kuna place nitangwa Kathonzweni Ukambani. Sasa Wakamba igeni hapo wa comments mtuambie distance inatoshanaje.
Kathonzweni from?
Kathonzweni ni place nyingine, ni huko chini, Makoni ya chini kabisa, the flat ones. Sasa kwetu ni huko wa milima. That's a distance of around almost like 60-70 kilometers there about. Bro niliona hii story.
Ulienda tembea kusema Nova?
Hii story ni Bambi. Nilichomoka 6 asubuhi. 5 nilikuwa mtaa. Sijakula anything, sina maji, lakini nilifika. Umetoka chuo unaenda home? Boarding imekulemea? Na nilikuwa sure juu Kuzo alikuanga mode hiyo shule, atatuma msea nifuate. Nilikuwa nikisikia mgurumo ya gari naingia bush. Story for another day. Sasa kurudi mtaa.
Tunahitaji 3 days.
Kurudi mtaa sana kuja na kuwa best na jamaa mwingine alikuanga mzee kuniliko marehemu itangwa Nzinga, best yangu sana.
So sharudi mtaa ushashoka baro. Mimi nimeshindwa na boarding.
Mzee alikuwa anataka kunirudisha changu huvu. Madha akamuuliza hata wewe. Huyo mtu amevumilia 11 hours. Unaona ni kama hapo kuna somo itasomwa. So now, hiyo time sana vile narudi hivi na make now new friends other than me. So hapo sasa ndio unaanza kuintroduce your stories za mafegi. Ndom hivi.
So class
5. And now that became my graph.
That's your graph.
Yeah. Kandom tei na watu kwa tunakaa bila. 2-3 days tunakosaje kama
alcohol ndio ilikuwa constant.
Hiyo ilikuwa constant.
Tulikuwa na tundom, tutufegi.
Hiyo ni kawaida. So tukaendelea hivyo. So
basically if you're doing all those things, you're class 5 na maanisha pia ushajua mambo ya mademu. Interestingly enough, that is the least of your time.
that is the list of my vices throughout my life. Mi story ya madem by the way hata ijawahi ni bother.
Wewe bora uko nini iko sawa.
Mi tei ku-create vitu. Tulikuanga tu wase wa mischievous. Trust me. Tulifanyanga mambo. Because now around that time we also experiencing very bad drought. So what are we doing? Tunaenda shule, tunachelewa shule. Shule ilikuwa kwa mlima. Tunaenda juu hiyo mlima sasa tunashuka na maji yote ndio cause river imepita tu kwa land yetu. Ndio tukue na maji saa home. So kwa hiyo process tunapitia kwa place ya ratish tukichukuanga ndio tukunywe tukishuka. Asubuhi tutakuwa soba tutaenda shule. So fast
Let
forward.
me ask you,
Yeah.
Kabla to fast forward. Fast forward to say. Did your parents know? Like your mom, did she know unakatanga unakunywa hii muratina?
No. We were clever. We were very clever. Like tei yetu ilikuwa inabalansiwa na inapimishwa gedha. Kama mnajua mko na shughuli na madhe, make sure hiyo shughuli umkaribie juu na yeye harufu alikuwa mdedi. Na shughuli yako ipige iishe. Juu na yeye madhe ni yule mseo. As long as wewe umedeliver, ana issue. So ilikuanga ni make sure mom is happy.
Then now go and focus on your happiness.
Then sasa kukunywa yetu ilikuanga mostly after tumemaliza shughuli zote za so usiku sasa hiyo time sasa tunamalizia duties za kupatia dogi food nini kupea ng'ombe chakula ya kudoze. Hiyo time ndio sasa tunakata cup moja hivi kwenda kudoze sasa malizia sasa alafu udoze asubuhi saa 10 mko chini.
So buda sayo kwa hivyo tunaweza sema sayo ushakuwa addicted kidogo.
That time I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah.
Hiyo time ni ile tu it's just that thing that inakuchangamshanga so but ako kufuata ako ka dopamine inakukeep sasa in that side.
Tunahitaji dopamine.
Yeah. High school kwangu haikuanga na drama mob. Because form 1 mimi niliingia nikiwa kiraka already. Nika realize huku wase ufukuzangwa forever nikaona acha nifanye hivi. Acha niokoke. Na nikaokoka. High school nikamaliza vizuri.
Umeokoka.
Comfortable. Kamaliza form 4. Like we never left. But now this time.
Kwani Mungu alilost tu mahali ama?
Remember from the word go. This was for survival. Because literally all my crew was expelled. I remained the only one. And a bigger part of...
What kitu happen unajua it can't be Chris that he loves the Lord. He participates in CU and
exactly. It was more of survival. But there are also good things that happened within that period.
Buda wewe umekuwa creative kutoka kitambo basi. Umekuwa creative kutoka kitambo.
Yeah, so after high school sasa ndio sasa tunaanza kukimbia ma studio na movies.
Yes.
Nini. So your time si serious. Then nika join KCA.
Thika Road.
So I'm doing BCom ya JKUAT but naisomea KCA. And now that time you have better access, more influence. Now you have richer friends who can even afford more. Na I couldn't get a lot of pocket money. Ile busy yangu ya kuuza fruits sikuacha. But sasa fruits zikitoka season unabaki tu uko zile za. Sasa tunasurvive aje? Majamaa wakaanza kupenda viatu zangu nikaanza kuuza mitumba. So now niko na
ile creativity imespark sasa tena sasa mitumba.
Sasa niko na good supply ya dough.
Na hiyo dough ni ya kusustain
sasa ni jaba
lifestyle yako jaba
weed tei constant. Really disrupted my studies but pia sikuwa napenda shule. Me by the way, me forever sijaipenda shule. Me passed by miujiza. Pita tu kimiujiza because I'm a good listener.
You know that is the other thing about creatives creatives ni kama kuna attention span kidogo pia.
Yeah. For me I know attention span. I cannot do a book of even 200 pages. But
unataka ukue active ukue nini
lakini kama ni audiobook
kama ni audiobook
naweza sikiza 8 hours as long as niko busy doing something else.
But unasikia it's the other thing with creatives.
So in Kole it goes to around on like nikikuja saa ndio nipige final year.
Yes.
Nilihab ku drop.
Umelemewa na maisha huko?
Too much. There was too much alcohol. Na pia to hapa kule. So I was traveling a lot na hata my classes na hata like
and health wise how are you? Ulipata complications zozote ama you don't know sometimes?
Now. Tani kurudisha nyuma kidogo. Nikiwa class 6 nikakuwa diagnosed na duodenal ulcers. So part of why I didn't drink in high school is that ulcers zilikuwa zinanilemea mbaya sana. Then after form 4 my brother had just finished he's a nurse. So tukipiga sorry akuja kuniambia siku moja, by the way, hizi machakula unashindia kukaziwa na madokte, you'd rather fill your tummy with the wrong food than stay hungry. Ndio ulcers zitakuwa worse. Now that mindset changed everything. Because after form 4 I went for an operation for appendix ikatolewa. So appendix ikakuwa ndio ilikuwa ina complicate ulcers. And within like a span of a few months ikakuwa hata ulcers zenyewe zilifeel. So saa kurudia TI nilirudia sasa ile
full swing. Sasa hauna complications sasa.
But it's now that I'm realizing that the complications that I had those times were I was going through my personal depression. I was going through depression, and to get out of it ilikuwa sana cycle ya kukunywa.
Temporary escape now.
Yes.
So now that unataka kuhepa hiyo depression.
Exactly.
Unataka kufeel ku depressed so na unakata maji weed.
Now that one becomes heavy, and at some point I just have to drop. So I stayed for like 2 years.
2 years out of school.
2007 2008.
Still drinking ama now?
So
battling the depression also.
Your time sasa nimeenda ushago. Remember bado sijajua niko na depression.
Marudia maembe huko.
Sasa nimeenda ushago sasa. And ukulima mimi kwangu juu nimelelewa tu kwa ukulima. Unajua
the
I know mimi na kwanga by the najuanga siwezi sota. Hata kukaendaje ndarudi tu kwa shamba, I'll go farm 3 months, I'll be having money again.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing that so many people don't have.
Exactly. So hiyo time mimi nikarudi kwa shamba and I was making crazy money like 8k a month a week in shags.
That's a lot of money.
And that is 207.
Hiyo pesa moja.
So hapo tei ya 50 bob huko fiti. Ratish. Ukienda na kitu kama so kwa ratish uko fiti. Juu hapo to umebaya wase
umechafua meza.
So that got me out of shule, then went back in 2009 nikasimamisha TI 2009. 2009 nisimamisha TI up to around October. And that time did very well. Actually that final year gave me the second class upper that I have. The first 2 years ilikuanga hiyo ilikuanga tu ni masi. Hata nilikuwa napata C na shangaa hii kutoka.
Hii kitu inakaa ni kama vile mimi naona cycle yako. Ukiachana na pombe ni kama mambo inakwenda fiti.
Exactly. Nikiacha TI mambo inaenda fiti. So after that like hapa tukuja kumalizia tena. Then I start my career banking TI nikaribu.
Ushapiga banking.
Sasa nimemaliza kole nime graduate 2010.
Yes.
Pata job ya kwanza banking. Hiyo ilikojolewa hiyo. Ni TI hiyo hata inanga ati
hakuna formula.
First of all I hated it because ilikuwa inaniweka kwa structure. Na mimi unajua ni ule msee sijaizo
you don't conform to.
So hiyo I just stopped going. One day after getting the salary tukakunjia mshahara ikaisha, tukaanza kutafuta nyingine. Got another one with an NGO, a big one. After a while pia did a lot of good work, but pia like if I was to account for
whatever you kitu ya maana ulifanya,
ningeweza tu kulikuwa na do but hakuna hiyo do hakuna mali nisaidia.
Unaingia from the need to the
Then around 2013 is when now I came back to Nairobi, started a job with a security firm. Did well also, very well. Crazy money. Lakini hiyo time I remember very well, I was paying like 30K to my bar every month.
Every month.
My bar bill was 5 times my rent.
So naona clearly, you've been through it all. So this money you're making,
Yeah.
Sana it was to sustain your habits and your lifestyle and your.
Now, for me, money has
never been an issue.
It's not like an issue. Nikikosa haitaniuma kichwa. Money has never been a motivator for me.
Okay.
For me, I like doing things now.
What motivates you?
Output.
Okay.
Yeah, because for me, like every job, there's no job that anyone can tell you that I've never performed. If I didn't perform,
so Kenya ukipatiwa kashughuli unaipatia yote. Lakini sasa akili imetoka.
Ikitoka na hata kama niko hapo kama siko uwezi ni do ya anything sita do. Lakini now ile time niko hapo 100% you get it. So now fast forward to hiyo job by then nilipiga vizuri 2013 2015 ikanibo. Because now ushazoea do. Hakuna kitu na ku-excite. Katana na hiyo job. Nikatulia tena. Kunywa hapa kabisa hapa nikaribu hako job ingine ikajileta. Still from the background of.
You must be very lucky. Because watu wengi hawajapata job hata kutoka graduation na wengine
I can tell you for free. I am a very lucky guy. And funny enough is that it is something that I put in my psychology since I was a kid. That things must go right for me.
Yeah.
So another job comes. That one was now big, a managerial job. I was in charge of Kenya. Was managing some business in South Sudan and Uganda. Like it was a good portfolio.
That is good money also.
Unaingia kwa ndege sana kwanza inakubo. But by 2019 I also got bored with that one. Pre-COVID. Actually, it was just after my wedding. You know, even on my wedding.
Hata hujatuambia ulipata mtu hiyo time.
2015 ndio napatanga mtu nikitoka hii job nyingine.
Umeacha job ukapata mtu.
Nilimpatanga tu nikiwa tu hiyo job.
Jonashanga after umeacha job umepata mtu.
Then kidogo hivi nikaacha. So survive hapa kule wedo 2018.
2018 ndio ulifanya wedo.
2018 ndio.
Congrats.
Thanks. Mi wedo yangu to my friend asubuhi. Kiangusha kwanza mjenga hapa hizo. It was a very happy wedding. Lakini nilikuwa maji throughout.
Happens a lot. I know my friends. Najua hiyo age group. Hiyo 2018 I think pia mimi kuna wedo nilikuwa ya bro actually na pia nilikuwa sioni vizuri.
Yeah, so 2019 nikatoka hiyo job nikaingia ingine.
After wedo umepata job ingine 2019.
Nitoka hiyo job nikaingia ingine. Kaka 6 months ikanibo. Siku confirmiwa. Nikatoka. The day nilitoka ku resign hii. That time I was living in Kitengela. Driving back home. Nilipigiwa simu nikiwa Mlolongo and I was invited for another interview the following day.
You're a lucky guy.
I went for that interview and got that job.
You to conclude you're a lucky guy.
Then before when I was just in this job is when now it's hitting me. I need to do something about the drinking.
Finally we are here.
Yeah. No, just before the wedding. I had a TB scare. And I was under medication for 8 months. So kwanza hiyo time nika stop, siku reduce. Nika stop kabisa because I was on medication.
Yeah, TB 6 months.
Yeah. So for 8 months, I didn't guza. then nikarudi sasa full swing kitu iko. So 2019 naanza kurealize, you know what, I need to work on this thing. But tuko hapo. I remember this one day when I go to a friend's pub. Hapa tu Mogoyo hapa West. Hapa nini? South Sea. Tulikunywa. I was getting home. This was on a Friday. I was getting home on Sunday. And when I got home, it was so bad. It was such a bad confrontation.
With the wife now?
Yeah. That I walked out of the house without anything, got into my car, fueled the car, and drove into a rehab.
Peke yako?
Yeah, on my own.
Okay. That is 2017?
No. Now we are in 20...
Oh, 20.
We are now in 2020.
2020 now.
Because now this is happening up at 2019 So now we're in 2020.
Ukajipeleka rehab?
Yeah, nikajipeleka rehab. And it was now nikiwa rehab that COVID hits. Because I even remember I left a week prior to my release. So
ndo before uende ujipeleke rehab ni kama ulikuwa tayari ushajiambia mara mob sana, I need to do something about this drinking.
Yeah,
because ndo mtu haikujange mara moja tu.
Exactly. I had been struggling. I had tried 219 hii time na chatei. Nimeacha tei nikajificha church kiasi. So by the time 2019 I'm making this decision, I need to work on it. Church is not an option. Because for me kwanza hiyo time church is a scam. So there's no way. So kuingia rehab nikapata pia rehab huko my friend anatufunza kuacha tei na church.
Na church lazima. Hizo 12 steps lazima accept there's a greater being.
Yeah, so again, so I left vile COVID hit.
Ulika rehab for how long?
Then I stayed there for around 3 months, thereabout, yeah.
Nice.
3 months. Then left, came home, kashikilia, and then didn't last very long. I think around 2-3 months after.
Are we there again?
Relapse. And we are back there again.
Nini one sasa?
Square one. And now
devil is naongezeka.
Yeah. And now it's worse because tuko kwa period ya COVID. So nikiwa shughuli Nairobi na niende tei kiasi, curfew mali itagongea sitaenda.
Utalalia hapo.
Dalalia tu hapo. Yeah, so that one really put a strain on my marriage.
Yes.
And by the end of that year, I think, the marriage
didn't work out.
Marriage was on the rocks. I walked out. I just walked out. Yeah. And now we start that desire again to sober up.
And that also means now depression adds up also. Because now you don't know probably lakini.
No, the funny thing is that around this time there are things that I'm deliberately now after this time.
Sayo saa COVID umetoka rehab.
Yeah.
Umekaa 3 months. Wasaya wako job nini? Ulikuwa job bado?
Mimi siko job.
Unatoa doa wapi?
I told you, I never lack money.
Juu kuna starehe inahitaji pesa.
Hiyo time umetoka hivi kwanza nimeenda kwanza ushago. Enda kuja na gari imejaa fruits. Bro, mimi siwezi kosa do.
Kujituma
tu.
Shida ni hiyo matumizi ya hiyo dosa.
Fruits zinaisha. Jamaa fulani hapa akona kampuni anataka msee wa sales ajui kurun operations hapa nini. We had an agreement. Tukaanza kusupply hizi vitu hizi mapipi.
Hebu tumalizie hii story sasa.
Pipi za COVID tulisupply sana na hiyo pesa nilinunua pombe mingi.
Nikanunua pombe tena.
But so now after that comes the psychologically I know very well I want to sober up. get another job again. Hiyo job ikafika mahali nikarukia ingine, nikakaa 3 months, nikarukia hiyo ingine ika around 3 months. Hiyo nikatoka pia. Ile nitoka nikasema, you know what? COVID was a reset. I'm not supposed to be pursuing corporate anymore. Now I'm going art. So I took a break like 2 years.
No,
that time now, like all my chips were on the table. I had done a lot of research on psychology, everything. Like, why do I drink? Why is it that with my character and everything, like nilikuwa like everything on the table. And I said that sitaacha pombe ndio nirudiane na wife, because that will be temporary. Because most of the triggers used to come from the family setting. But I want to do that which I love, which is art. And now they come back to, and with that now I said, now I will come back to Nairobi. But now that was delayed again because my brother got sick and passed at a time like this last year. Thank you. But now 2023 is when I started now kufanya kazi. Hiyo time pia Moza alikuwa ameachana na usanii. So all this time I'm managing Elijah Moz. All this period tumekuanga tu na Elijah Moz kwa hizo through all these
ups
seasons.
And downs.
Yeah, so we said in 2023 that let's try this for 1 year. If it doesn't work, we'll forget about art. Kila mtu sarudi corporate ama anything else.
So right now vile umefanya hii 1 year.
So that 1 year, we said 1 year, but things started working out in 3 months. But we had to be a little bit patient because now materially zikaanza kutoa hata kitu kadogo in 6 months. But your time sasa tukasema acha kwanza tujipatie pole kidogo. But for me, I was looking for remedies of naweza toka aje story ate. And I got to last year kusema, you know what, 31st will be my final day. So me Chrissy kaenda ushago nikapatia wase wangu wote Christmas vizuri. And I knew that by 31st I'll be done with alcohol. And actually December I was not very productive in terms of, but still in terms of kwenda job and everything. So around September last year I got also another extra job that I also work with another big telco company. And that's now putting a little bit of pressure. Nika realize pia imeanza kuleta zile triggers zilikuwa zinanirudisha kwa time. Yeah, so it's been more of being intentional, understanding that this is a trigger and avoiding. I can say I have self-rehabilitated, but from research point of view, not from ignorance. Yeah, and
so right now where are you, like in the place mentally? Right now you know what triggers you know.
Oh yeah. Because again, as you see now, with that character that I don't conform into rules, ingekuwa ni story ati nitaenda church niache. Ingekuwa ati ni pressure ndapigwa na family ati ndio niache. Yeah, so hiyo tu kujiekea hivyo and just knowing that. And for me, I just needed a reason. And now that I'm doing that which I love, I said at least let me stay sober to have mental clarity. And to boost my productivity and financial decision making.
Yes.
So I can say from the 1st of January, I've produced.
You've been more productive.
I've produced content for around 3 months so far. So far, I have stock for 3 months. Saizi hata nikakosa ku mix tena for the next 3 months naweza
kuwa na content yako ya
DJ.
Where can we find your mixes?
I'm on YouTube. My channel is called DjCj Kenya.
DjCj Kenya.
Yes. If you search it, you may also come across the word DjCj African Rumba, because I'm bigger in Rumba circles. Even my most famous mixes are Rumba. The Francos, the Madelus. Yes. So I can just say that I'm glad that I took that decision.
And can we say, as we are finishing,
yes,
is doing what you love making you be in a best position, like mentally? Is it helping?
Yes, like that is like I can say it's having a North Pole.
Yeah, North Pole.
Yeah, because for me, just doing that which I love. Saizi hata my other job is still there, but you know when you have found that root of yours, like how everything else starts conforming into it. Even in my job, without me making a request to them, they told me I'll be in charge of road shows, and I was like, okay, you're just giving me art.
It's art.
Yeah,
And
so being in the right, having figured out my real North Pole, like hata ikakuaje kama ita end up kwa hii usanii, I'm not doing it.
Lakini una North Pole yako, ni kama the end goal kwenye unajua
Yes, my
unaelekea.
end goal, it has to feed into the art. If it is not feeding into the art, I'm not touching it.
Okay.
Yes.
How does sobriety feel? Unafilaje sasa?
Great, man.
Iko fiti?
Better appetite. I've gained weight. However small you think I am, it was worse.
It was worse. Nice.
Better sleep.
Better sleep.
Actually, the sleep. My friend, I had missed
family
sleeping. Work in progress.
Work in progress.
But I had a wonderful long holiday with my daughter.
Nice. Those are things you love to hear.
Yeah. So
na itaendelea tu hivyo hivyo tu pole pole, a day at a time.
Yeah, for me, like I don't even see any need. And it is even as good as nowadays. I can sit with my guys, they are drinking. I even buy them alcohol. Story. Like it has to be company ya wasanii.
Company ya wasanii. Another thing, tell us about the road shows as you're closing.
Hiyo because I want to also bring artists in. Na the budget is still to be approved and everything.
Okay.
It will be a huge campaign.
It's going to be a huge.
We will even come back here and talk about it.
Will it incorporate everyone, all the artists? Nya mbagui.
I'm in charge.
When utafanya mambo.
Yeah,
guys, it's been your boy Peter Bumba hapa na DjCj.
Yeah, man.
Ama Chris.
Yeah, man.
History imekuwa hata tujamalizia. He has to come back. I know, right? You can tell me what you think about this show.
Yes.
Hapo chini. And see you on the next one. It's been real. Sante.
Adios.
Yeah, man.
If you want more of this content, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.